ComixDad here for a very special video. This weekend obviously is Mother's Day weekend, and being that I'm ComixDad, I understand that it's not just about the dads, it's about the moms too. And so we're doing a special Mother's Day video. We're going to talk real quick a little bit about mothers in comics just to show some love to the moms out there, both real and fictional. But you all know as well as I do the importance and the thankless job that mothers do, and the love that they share, whether it's just making some cookies and having some fun with the kids, or turning chores into a memorable activity. They're the ones that are there when you get hurt and somebody needs to just give you that little bit of love and maybe a bandage and a kiss to go with it, just to reassure you that you're okay. And obviously moms are there from day till night doing their mom thing, making sure that both the dads and the kids, the whole family, has everything they need and is able to do what they have to do to either enjoy life as kids or to be able to not have to worry about stuff at home, if on the dad's part, on the husband's part. So this is just a video to shout out all the mothers out there. But like I said, it's not just in reality. There's also some great moms in comics too. So as much as this is a shout out to all the real moms out there, we're going to shout out some of the best moms in comics as well, in my opinion. Now, mothers and also mother figures in comics, they've often served as both emotional and the moral backbones of superhero stories, at least at a bare minimum, their origins and what molds some superheroes to truly be great and with their values. Now, while they're usually defined by their powers and their battles and their grand destinies and all their wonderful escapades as heroes doing their heroing thing, frequently maternal influence shapes why they become heroes. Also paternal as well, but it's kind of a mix of both, and we're going to focus on the maternal side of that today. And the three characters that I can think of in terms of just mothers in comics and good mother figures in comics, and there's plenty out there, but the three that I chose to just kind of touch on today, we're going to talk about Aunt May Parker, Sue Storm of the Fantastic Four, because not only is she the mother of the Fantastic Four, she's an actual mother to her children as well, that she has with Reed Richards. Also, the definitive mom in all of comics, the number one comic book mother, raising the number one hero of all time, arguably. We're going to talk about Martha Kent, Superman's mom as well. But all three of them, they represent different forms of motherhood, whether it's being just that nurturing motherly figure, or providing guidance, or helping protect the family, whether it's physically or emotionally, and also just kind of serving as that anchor for both morality and also just kind of just emotions as well. But yeah, let's get into it though. First, we're going to talk about May Parker. As we all know, she's Aunt May, so technically, although not being Peter Parker's actual mother, we all know Peter loses his parents, and therefore Uncle Ben and Aunt May take him in, they raise him. Aunt May is effectively Peter Parker's mom. So she is definitely one of the most iconic mother figures and mothers in comics. She represents just ordinary, downright goodness, and that kind of more of that like silent mother side. The type of silent mother that just sits there and is there when you need her, offers advice from time to time and shares wisdom, but really more just kind of being that emotional anchor. And that's what she's always been for Peter. She's always been kind of that moral compass in a sense. Now, Uncle Ben definitely was the foundation of Peter Parker's moral compass, but as he grows and as he gets older and ages and continues with his stories and all of his problems that he has, both as Spider-Man and as Peter Parker, Aunt May definitely becomes his moral compass in terms of his sense of compassion and self-sacrifice, and the emotional side of things, how she's always there for Peter when he needs her to be, especially early on when he was struggling with what is it gonna take for him to be Spider-Man while also being Peter Parker, or can he do both? Is he going to have to give up being Spider-Man, or is he going to have to give up being Peter Parker? But Aunt May was there through it with him. She provided comfort, was the biggest thing that Peter needed. He needed comfort and he needed emotional grounding, and she was able to provide that to him. Now, the other thing is, as well, is May is there to talk him through the real life stuff, like when Peter worries about rent or his health, or relationship problems, because that's why Peter Parker is so relatable. He's an everyday guy for the most part, besides having spider powers. But and this is just one little panel here from an Amazing Spider-Man story. So, or Peter's contemplating quitting school, quitting college, getting a job to help pay the bills, because Aunt May is not in a financially good spot. But Aunt May says, no, don't worry about me. You want to go to school, you want to be a scientist, you want to do great things. You need to do what you want to do. Your job is not to take care of me. Your job is to go and live your life, and my job is to take care of you, is essentially what's happening in this scene. And it just goes to show, just Aunt May is mom. And Peter Parker and Spider-Man, my favorite comic book characters. Aunt May is my favorite comic book mom as well, because my grandmother was not just a grandmother to me, she was a mom to me too. And I kind of see my grandmother in Aunt May. That's part of the reason why I really wanted to highlight Aunt May as well, because my grandmother was everything to me. She was more of a mom to me than my own mother was. Not that my mother was a bad mom, but just my grandmother was. She and Aunt May were so much alike, which is why I was able to connect with Aunt May so much when I would read Spider-Man comics. It hit different, But we're not just here to talk about May Parker. We're going to be talking about a mother on the flip side of the coin. We're going to be talking about a mother that is also a hero. We're going to be talking about Sue Storm. Sue Storm of the Fantastic Four. Now, not only is she an actual mother to, obviously, Franklin Richards, but she is always seen as kind of the mother figure of the Fantastic Four as well. So she is definitely one of the most significant superhero mothers, because she just kind of brings them together. Now, some people will say through leadership. I don't necessarily, I'm not going to say through leadership. I'm going to say more through kind of, she sees the Fantastic Four as her family, because, basically they are. Her brother is on the team. Her future husband is on the team when she eventually marries Reed. And then Ben, she sees as just another brother. So, she kind of has to play mom in a sense when, when Johnny and Ben want to go at each other's throats, or if Reed's having a meltdown over something, or she just kind of is the glue that kind of holds them together in a familial aspect. And I can only imagine, and we've seen it in the comics, but if that was a real life scenario, I can only imagine the emotional and mental toll that would take on somebody. But the fact that she's able to do it and still do her heroing duties and contribute to the team from the heroing aspect as well. And then that kind of actually helped set the stage of her just being a mother to Franklin. Historically, comics are kind of struggle to portray mothers that are active heroes. Now, there are some that are done right, there are some that are done wrong, and there are some that are kind of in between, where you can get where the writers have come from or trying to go to with it, but it doesn't necessarily land. Sue is one of those where she's always depicted as the quintessential hero mom, and her sympathy and her empathy and her emotional connection to everybody, being like a mother can do, that it helps show that she can not just solve problems by being a hero and using her powers, but she can also resolve them through other means as well. a mother tends to do with conflict resolution in the house. So, but her protective power as well for her force fields. It's a really good metaphor, which I think this is probably the biggest thing with Sue Storm. Not only not only what she actually does or says as a mother, but her powers, part of who she is as a person. It is a great metaphor for her role as a mother and for motherhood as a whole. The concept of motherhood, where she uses her force field to shield those that she loves from harm. I mean, obviously she protects herself with it, but first and foremost, she will always use her force field abilities to protect her team, her family, and obviously her children as well. And that is probably the best metaphor for motherhood in comics that I've seen. But we also can't be talking about moms in comics if we don't talk about the mother of comics. The mother of arguably the greatest superhero. Now, granted, I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite hero. But, just based on this other character's morality and values and actions, like, where I'm going with this. We're going to be talking about Martha Kent, Superman's mom, the mother of the superhero, of the quintessential superhero. And she not only helps raise Clark, but she makes his suit. She makes the iconic Superman suit. There hasn't been any other moms that made the suit. Let's just put it out there. But Martha Kent, she represents one of the most important themes for mothers in comics and for superheroes, and it's that character and morals and values matter more than the power that you have. Now, without not just Jonathan Kent, because obviously Jonathan Kent is the driving force for Superman. Martha Kent plays an integral part in Superman's molding of who he is and his morals and values. Jonathan Kent is the driving force, and Martha Kent is the support. But without the support, you can't have that foundation. You can't have that house that you build it all upon. So without Martha Kent, Superman, he could still be like the most powerful alien superhero of all time, but like he may not be as attached to humanity. He may not be as sympathetic to people. He may not be as kind and caring. Jonathan Kent instilled the values in him of doing the right thing, truth, justice, and the American way, always standing up for good and fighting against evil, always protecting others. That's obviously what a man does, what a father does. But Martha helps complete what makes Superman. She helped humanize an alien, basically. An alien child fell from Earth, and she and Jonathan Kent both, but especially her, by doing what mothers do, helped make an alien a human. In a sense. She helped with Superman's morality, with just instilling ethics over ability, as well as Jonathan Kent. It was Jonathan Kent and Martha Kent. I feel like Superman wouldn't be Superman if he didn't have both of them. And the Kents, both of them, symbolize just nurturing, stability, a loving home, a nuclear family, and that is something that we need more of nowadays, especially in comics as well. But without that, Superman is not who Superman is without having the nurturing, loving support of a mother, of a father for sure, but of a mother as well. Martha's warmth as a person, and her warmth with her love for her adoptive alien child that she raised from being a baby. Without all that, Superman's not anchored in his belief that humanity can always overcome, that humanity will never disappoint him. Typically, the world does, but that he will always see the best in people. He will always see the best in humanity. And that's something that Martha Kent, his mother, Ma Kent, instills in him. But the reason why I'm talking about all of this, the reason why we're talking about moms is because it's Mother's Day, but mother figures, not just those three moms in comics that I discussed with you guys, but moms and mother figures in comics overall, they matter because the heroes that they raised, they are almost godlike figures in these fictional realities and worlds. And mothers can connect them to their emotions of love and guilt and tenderness and grief. And without the relationships, a lot of the heroes can potentially be emotionally distant and maybe kind of jaded. Like maybe they would still do the right thing, but possibly for the wrong reasons, or maybe they would make certain decisions that wouldn't be typical of what we normally think of as a hero as well. But the mothers in comics, they also represent home, and home is very fragile. Like when Batman loses his parents, he has Alfred there to help raise him and push him in the right direction, but like not having that mother figure, that kind of guides him in a sense. He's more jaded, I guess we'll say. He's more jaded. He's more really rough. He's not warm. He's very cold. And that's part of his character, and that's fine. But like, because he doesn't have his mother in his life, he doesn't have his parents. And Spider-Man, Peter Parker, he's constantly struggling to protect his family, his friends, his loved ones, because he lost his original mother, and also in the comics, he has lost Aunt May before. She has died. But I mean, and through Marvel and comic nonsense, she comes back and is back alive and everything. But because of that connection, because of how great of a mother May is to Peter, he wants to do everything he can to protect everybody, not just his family, not just his loved ones, but everybody. But mothers in comics, they help shape the heroic ethics just as much as the fathers do as well. And the moms in comics, I don't think get much love nowadays. There's the girl bosses that get the love, but like the Aunt Mays, the Ma Kents, without the messaging, modern day messaging, without the modern day feminism, like with what a mother truly is, what a core traditional mother does, what a mother traditionally provides to their child, to their family. We need more of that. And these mothers that I highlighted here in this video, they definitely historically have done that, and we have seen that in the comics that they've all appeared in. Aunt May, Sue Storm, Martha Kent. But there is one other mother that I want to highlight and shout out. My wife, Queen Comics' wife, the best mom that I know, the mother of my two fantastic and wonderful children, who I love with all my heart. She, kind of like all these other mothers, she helps keep the glue together. She helps these kids and myself to be the best versions of ourselves, while also being able to understand our emotions and being able to be kind of an anchor for all of us as well. So Queen Comics' wife, shout out to you. Greatest mother I've ever met. Greatest mother on the planet as far as I'm concerned. But shout out to all the moms out there as well. The mothers, the stepmothers, the grandmothers, the adoptive mothers. Shout out to all the moms out there that are doing the work selflessly, day in, day out, of just making sure everybody is fed, the house is cleaned, the kids are not just physically taken care of, but emotionally taken care of as well. Being the first one there to make sure that somebody's all right after a bad day at work or a bad day at school, or when somebody gets their feelings hurt or falls down and scrapes their knee. Shout out to all the mothers out there, including Queen Comics' wife. But I just thank you all. We love you guys. We love each and every one of you, all the moms out there. I know this was kind of a ramble on and on, but I don't really like to script my stuff for the most part. Yeah, my mother figure, in my most important mother figure in my life, she really, really had a great impact on my life. And I don't know where I'd be without her. And I don't know what kind of person I would be if I didn't have her in my life. So uh, I miss you. I love you. You're in a better place. And to everybody out there, when we take that mother figure in your life, whether it's your actual mother, grandmother, an aunt, whoever, somebody out there that may not realize that you take your mother figure for granted, take a step back, think about everything they've done for you. Give them a call, not just this weekend for Mother's Day. Give them a call just randomly. Tell them how much they mean to you. Thank them for what they've done for you. Tell them how much you love them. All the moms out there, we love you and thank you. Now, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe, or the follow, depending upon where you're watching this, as well as share or repost the video as well. You can also follow me on X at ComixDad. And also check out my gaming channel, CD's Arcade. But until next time, everybody, I will see you. And I forgot, please hop into the comments, share a story about either your favorite moment of a mother in comics, or just maybe something that matters to you this Mother's Day when you're thinking about your mom or your mother figure that had a hand in raising you and helping you become the person that you are as well. Yeah, until the next video, guys, you all have a good one.